I'm the Big Easy Chef. Now can you just imagine some nice caramel sauce? That's pretty good because that's the sauce we're going to be making today. I'm going to show you two different ways to make this sauce and they both come out great. So why don't you and I run over to the kitchen, see what's shaking, and get to baking. This is the first caramel sauce. It's really easy to make. Start with 1 can of sweet condensed milk. Now this is my disclaimer. It states on the can, do not heat in can. If you're uncomfortable with living outside the box, you may want to make the sauce the second way. So hang in there. You want to remove the label from the can. Place the can in a tall pot of water. You want the can to be completely covered with water at all times. Cover the pot with a lid and bring to a boil, just a slow boil. With the water boiling, reduce the heat down to a low simmer and keep it on the stove for 4 hours. You're going to need to check on this often and replace any water necessary to keep the top of the can covered. After the 4 hours, remove the pot from the stove, allow the water to cool, then dump out the water and add cold water to the pot. Allow the can to set in the cold water for about 15 minutes. Let's take a peek in the can and see what we have. Oh yeah, we've made some nice caramel sauce. Okay, now this is the second recipe. Now it's time to make this caramel sauce from scratch. I think this is the best tasting sauce with just a little bit more work. In a saucepan, add 1/2 cup of granulated sugar. To that pot, add 1 tablespoon of honey. Now the honey plays an important part in the making of the caramel sauce. It is an inverted sugar. This keeps the sauce from crystallizing. It also adds a great flavor to the caramel. You could use other types of inverted sugar or even an acid, but the honey is a great component in the making of caramel sauce. With the sugar and honey in your pot, place on the stove. Turn the heat on to medium-low. Use a brush with water and wash down the sides of the pot. This will also ensure that the sauce will not crystallize. You're making this great sauce, so you don't want to take a chance of it crystallizing on you. You can see that the sugar and honey are now melting. If you're feeling the urge to stir, move the sugar and honey around in the pot. You'll have your chance to stir this later. Now you can see the sugar and honey getting tan. This may be hard for you to see, but it's getting darker. With the sauce looking nice and tan, add to the pot 1/4 cup of cold salted butter. Again, resist the urge to stir your sauce. You're going to be getting your chance to stir it as much as you like very soon. With the butter melted, now's the time to start stirring. Use a wooden spoon and start stirring your sauce. The butter will look like it's setting on top of the sugar and honey. Don't worry, this is working out perfect. Add to your sauce 1/2 cup of heavy cream. Now stir in the cream. You can turn on the heat. Keep it on a medium-low setting. You can use a spatula to stir the sauce. Make sure to use a high-temperature spatula, as this is very hot sauce at this point. While I'm on the subject of the sauce being hot, make sure not to stick your finger in it or try licking it off the spatula. Not unless you enjoy having molten lava on your finger or on your tongue. Make sure it's completely cooled before tasting. I know it looks good right now. Keep stirring until it becomes nice and thick. Be aware that this will become thicker as it cools. Now you've made the best caramel sauce ever. Once this caramel sauce cools, place in a container. I like putting it in a glass jar because it looks really cool. The jar works perfect for reheating the sauce in the microwave. Refrigerate it until ready to use. It should keep for about a week, but will it last that long? So, there you have it. Now you know how to make caramel sauce. Now there's two ways to make it. You decide which way you'd like to make it. They're both easy and they both turn out great. Now I also have a recipe for a caramel apple pie. This is a sauce you'd want to use in that pie. Now, also on my website, there's a lot more recipes and videos and instructions. They're all for free, no passwords required, no code, no email address. It's just all for free. Just get in there and click away. Now remember what they say, you are what you eat, so eat healthy. Until next time, I'm the Big Easy Chef.